Everyone, welcome to my organic rooftop garden. This is a quick video to show you my tomato plants, how my tomato plants are doing. This is the kind of harvest. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of cough. I'll be coughing a little in the middle of the video. These are two plants. It's a little bigger container. It's about 2 feet by 2 feet wide and about 1.5 feet deep. I should have planted more plants in this, but I just put two because I didn't have seedlings back then. But this is doing very good. That's the kind of harvest. Big fruits, and some more there is also big. um, I'll show you I'll just show you around the harvest that I'm getting from this. I don't know, I think you guys need to count the tomatoes. The last season I put a photograph of one plant, which is the usual photograph I use in my workshops. Look at them, and look at that. And there, the other side, those big ones again. See that? Those are my cabbages on the other side in a different container. I'll show that to you again, but this is one side of it, and I have shown you this. These are some more, and some more here, and some more there. There you go. There's a little bit of wilt here and there, some leaf miner. I am really not bothered because actually leaf miner and some of these wilts do not affect the produce much in gardening. We are not talking of farm scale here, but that will not that will not reduce the produce as such, the quantities. So any wilt that I see like this, I plan to clip them off whenever I see them. But you can see there are some leaves which are like that, and sometimes I don't even care. I'm more of a do nothing gardener. Plant everything there and just make sure that you give it some water whenever needed. And if at all it becomes a little weak, it wouldn't usually if you have the right potting mix, but if at all it is becoming a little weak, I use some compost tea or wormy wash or something like that. And this is an experiment that I am doing because I'd brief about it in a video much later. I had quickly I tell you a little about it. I haven't put the right potting mix here. I was testing with some old potting mix they had, and the half of the container, bottom half of the container, I had grass and just 2 layers of cow dung. Lots of dry grass and weeds put in inside, and the top half I had old potting mix, and just an inch or two I had the new potting mix on top. And I left it for a few days, and I'll show you that process again. And absolutely beautiful, no issues whatsoever. It's doing good. I have to put some vines here. I'm trying to make the trellis. And this container, this is one tomato, healthy, coming up there. Lots of coriander here. There's some spinach that needs to be harvested. Lots and lots of coriander. Actually the entire container was full of coriander, so it's just flowering now, so I need to remove that. And this is all the native amaranth, otherwise called as weed. This is edible amaranth polygonoides. This is another kind of amaranth that I had put in purposefully, so that I can take a harvest. They say it's a perennial amaranth also because it grows pretty much tall. It can go up to 6-7 feet high, and the leaves, however big they are very good to eat. They make a stew out of it. You can put it in dal and stuff like that. You keep harvesting the leaves and it will put out new leaves. I have another plant on the other side of the garden where it's there. I don't know if it's visible far off beside that red amaranth. It's almost 6 feet high now. I'm going to harvest most of it today, so that this container will receive some new seedlings of brinjals and stuff. This is the purslane, very good native green. It's more considered as a weed here. For those of you who don't know, this is edible purslane called Gangavayalu in Telugu. The scientific name being Portulaca oleracea. This is okra hiding. So once I clear some of these, the okra is going to show up and grow taller. So this big leaf that you see, bigger than my palm, that's the leaf of the mustard. That's my mustard plant, which has just flowered. Beautiful flowers of the mustard. There you see. Mustard flowers attract beneficial insects. Mustard is a must in every garden. So, and for those of you who have not seen DJ's video, mustard is an indicator plant. If your garden is drying up, mustard is a first plant that is going to drool. So the moment you see your mustard leaves drooling, it means that the container is a little dry, or there is not enough moisture. There's some potting mix behind in those bags that I need to put in. I had made it ready and bagged it up. I'm trying to get some new containers, different shapes and sizes. This is a different amaranth again. I think this is the amaranth tricolor. I don't remember properly what seed this is. I had sown, and once it came up, I had harvested a few times. Now I want to take some seeds from this. And there's a tomato right beside it, so I'll have to decide if I let it be or grow it along with that tomato, because the tomato needs some space to really show up. That's another red amaranth. There's some spinach inside. All this will be harvested and new seedlings will be put in. It's more of successive planting. Like before I put my seedlings, or as my seedlings get ready, I have one round of green leaves or something growing in those containers. That's how I do it. So a lot more videos coming your way, specifically about different strategies and techniques, and how to start off. Also a mini series on how you should start your own garden. That's for beginners, and an advanced series where certain tips and strategies will be given. So watch out. And that's a quick update. That's the rest of the garden, and I'll show you the details of it in a different video. Thank you so much for being with me.